Hey, what's up, you guys? Okay, we're gonna get started on the newest episode of MLP. This is gonna be episode 3. I do not know the title of because of reasons of which I think I have explained already, but yeah, I don't know the title of this, so we're just gonna get straight into it. Completely blind. But of course, before I get started with this, I'm gonna bring up a few things of the comment section of previous video, last week's video of MLP, was that I wanted to reiterate my stance on how I felt about the two-parter episode. When it comes to the two-parter episode, I only wanted to really bring it out that I only felt underwhelmed was because I was expecting something big, and since it wasn't something big, I looked at it as something that should have been big. And to put it in more simpler sense, after rewatching the episodes as they were, there actually were extremely good episodes in of its right. Already starting off this season is something great. I know about you now. I know about your opinions on how apparently the two-parters were getting kind of stale for most people now, and they actually enjoyed them breaking the trend of that. And for me, I always thought of it as, okay, you have the season opener and the season ending probably being something big and spectacular, and you have the in-between that is always a slice of life. So if you compare all the big grand adventures compared to all the things as a slice of life, you have this huge scale of all things being very slice of lifey, and then you have the little mini movies that I liked. And with that, yes, you can say it gets stale over time, but I'm one of those guys who actually really anticipate that. And while some of them may be hit or miss when it comes to like the threatening portions and the actual overall story development between these things, I gotta say, I understand, but for my stance, I actually do like epic openings, epic endings, and in between you have the slow down pacing of everything, getting to know the characters of being the characters who they are. So again, the only reason why I felt I was underwhelmed was because of the matter about what I was expecting. After watching them as just separate episodes in and of themselves, it was just great. So hopefully I made it into understanding of that, and we're just gonna get started into this new episode. All right, 3, 2, 1 now. I also like to let you guys know something. My headphones and stuff, they're really starting to break a lot.
Every pony at the hospital is so excited for your visit today.
I'm never too busy to visit sick foals.
Okay.
I can't believe a whole class just came down with the
I'll explain when the opening comes out.
On school picture day, too.
Are you... what?
The poor dears really do need cheering up.
Tell me about it. That had to be like the worst thing that ever happened in your entire life.
And get them gifts.
Food and presents always cheer me up.
It would cheer almost anyone up. Spike, I say almost anyone because my sister does not like gifts.
Okay, if we want to be at the hospital by lunch, then we have 3 hours to buy get well presents, borrow a book from the schoolhouse, and...
You know what? It's been a while since I've seen you with a list, Spike. I miss
it. But if
it.
we stick to the schedule, I know we can get it all done.
Yeah.
Yeah, knock on
Awesome.
wood.
Good memories.
Surprise!
Hello, Perry.
Oh my gosh!
So this is gonna be a Flurry Heart episode. Cool.
Favorite niece.
I'm good. I was hoping my favorite aunt could watch me for a few hours.
Oh my God, you're dumping it. You're dumping your child on her because you're oh, okay.
Busy? Psh. Would the best aunt ever be too busy to spend time with this adorable little one?
Of course.
No.
Good on you, Twilight. Just remember, trying to take care of a niece like that is definitely hard. Dude, I've only been with my niece alone for like 3 hours, and I almost felt like I wanted to jump off a cliff. Okay, so, okay, back to what I was trying to say. My headphones and stuff, really going bad. This is actually the thing that you get in any purchase of a PS4, and these are not meant for, like, listening to other things via, you know, like, computers and music and stuff. It's only meant to be a microphone. But I have to resort to this because this is all I have left. Everything else broke, and I hate that. So, my audio, if I miss something audio-based, blame these, not my actual listening skills. And also, the opening thing with Starlight Glimmer, yes, she does look more confident in the opening, and I noticed that now.
Just a couple of toys that reminded me of Flurry.
A flurry of emotions. Great. Joseph, she's fine. She has almighty godlike power for, you know.
Oh, you're so sweet. You didn't have to do all that.
I know, but I can't help myself.
Right.
Best aunt ever!
I told you she would buy it.
Open this one, Flurry.
Are those? Alright. I'm not gonna say anything until 100%. She is adorable.
They're bears. You're one smart cookie.
I like the face, just like, oh my god, I want to do that. Let me do it. Not bad for how old is she at this point? A couple of months? Almost a year? Again, I don't know how time passes in this show. Celestia just got through saying throughout these years, so possibly 2.
Totally.
Mashed peas, her favorite.
And diapers. Extra diapers. Oh,
Extra,
and
extra.
backup extra diapers.
Really?
Mashed peas, her favorite. Wait, did I say that already?
Jeez, Shining, every time we see you, you're more and more broken.
Oops.
Are you okay?
Oh, and this is the most important thing of all. Her whammy.
I take it Flurry made
Hello, plot device
Yep.
for this
if she
episode.
gets fussy, just give her the whammy and she'll calm right down.
You getting all this, Twilight?
Whammy, got it.
No whammies, no whammies, stop!
You remember my friend from the Royal Guard, Spearhead?
No, we don't. Because we never met him.
Honestly, all of your friends' names are very similar.
He has
That's
a pop-up
Names's.
art show at the Ponyville Cafe, and we decided to go at the last minute.
We're not exactly art enthusiasts, but we could really use a night out.
Yeah, because
You mean
break
gay?
from the...
That's what I said. Isn't that what I said? Either way, are you sure you can watch her?
Of course.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, because, you know, there's nothing else better nothing else better to do in your free time right now, because you have so much of that.
Everything under control.
Can't wait for that to go downhill in the middle of the episode and kind of get resolved at the end, because I
Thanks again,
expect that to happen.
Okay, let's grab that warming thing and go.
See, she's turning into you, Twilight. She's just teleporting everywhere and just not caring about anything, like in season 1 you.
Suppose we have time for a quick game.
Do we though?
No, we don't.
Hey, all right.
Spike, let this happen.
I'm gonna get ya.
You gotta give it up to Spike. He's really grown throughout these past seasons, and right now he's just trying to be the actual sensible person in this matter.
I'm catching up.
I gotta admit though, if my niece came around and wanted to like pal around and stuff like that, I can't just say no, and I would do this exact same thing. Oh,
Uh-oh.
she's
Sorry, Bud.
Stevened.
That scare you? It's okay.
I like the first instinct of danger. Bubble shield. Yeah.
You know,
Cool.
that was a very advanced spell for some pony your age.
Are you kidding? She almost caused the apocalypse when she was born. I think we already know that she's very impressive. She's an albacorn.
That was pretty adorable. But now,
I know, Spike, we're leaving.
That reminds me, I have not made my video yet. I need to do that. All I can say is, from my hopes and expectations of this season, this was one of them. See more Flurry Heart. Actually get more development for her. That's good. Man, this is such art, such greatness. And I go to an art school, I would know.
Arts or a mistake?
I have no
Most
idea.
art,
But
most
who
things of
cares?
our art are
Changing
mistakes.
diapers.
Fun fact.
Armor. Cadence! Hard the new rents. Give me some hoof. Oh, it is so.
He seems like a bro.
To see you dudes. Hey, thanks for coming.
Of course, we're having a great time. Loving all the art.
Art.
That's a trash can.
Hey. Once
So
your art has
it
been called
is.
trash,
I knew that.
you know that it's
But hey,
real
who's
good
to say
art.
It's not art.
Again,
I'll
I'm
do
not really
anything
good when it
speaks
comes to
you.
inspirational
It'll
speeches.
Change my world. This is my latest piece. 1,000 nights in a hallway.
You know what?
Wow.
Yeah, I can
guess
feel myself in
the
this piece.
hallway
It's almost as if
pretty
it's what I
dark.
look at every
Things
day.
got More dark.
Yeah.
The void.
Totally.
We're just
Sure.
so happy to be here. Usually we're covered in mashed peas by now.
when they said mashed peas were her favorite.
What did you mean?
They mean her favorite thing to decorate a room with?
Alicorns do not need to eat. They only need to play and mess with
come
their
on,
house.
Spike. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and we're only 20 minutes behind schedule.
Oh, whoa.
20 minutes?
That never happened before. Except for that
Fine.
one time, but
We can
never
totally
before.
do this.
Hey, saying and doing are two completely different things, Twilight. I thought you at this point wouldn't understand
We
that.
just need to grab some toys and we are out of here. You want to play, don't you? Well, I know a game that's even more fun and more efficient. Playing race cards.
Okay. Alright, multitasking is your thing. You can do it. Doesn't she look like she loves her job?
Hey, nice thinking, Twilight.
Best and ever! Hang on, Flurry. The race car's taking a pit stop.
Something's up. What, she didn't have that much... She wasn't satisfied? She wasn't satisfied. Babies. Especially demigod babies. You never really see many of those
Detective,
around.
But I think we got a suspect.
Well, we better get to cleaning. We've got no time to waste.
Thanks, but they were organized by color.
That huff, though. He was just like, oh my god. Wait, if they're organized by color, like, do you have like a specific organization for that? Like red's at the top, purple's at the bottom? Do you have like a color spectrum of which you run by? What's up?
Minutes we were already behind. We're still 55 minutes behind.
Is it alphabetical order via color?
The A-team?
Thanks for helping us out, Cheerilee. Sorry we were late.
Oh, no problem. But I gotta say, I'm surprised you came to me for a book. Don't you have a huge collection?
Yes, it got blown up, and then we kind of almost got rid of some, but we didn't. But don't worry, I got a bigger library now because of it.
I didn't think the Foles would be interested in the unabridged history of amulets in Pony Latin.
Yeah, it was good you came to me. How about the complete collection of Ponyville fables and stables?
That works too, because you're a teacher and it's...
Alien alicorns versus space pirates?
Well, the science there is preposterous.
Come on!
Warrior from within. It's about a handsome dragon warrior who slays evildoers with his breath and his snappy comebacks.
I wonder if you
Let's
like
follow
that,
review and
Spike.
keep looking. What else?
What about her whammy? Is she gonna solve a conundrum here?
The Great?
Ooh, that was one of my favorites when I was a filly. We'll take it. Should I go with something more current?
What? What is she doing? I guess all of her work was...
Shirley, I am so sorry. I didn't even hear her leave.
She's a very stealthy individual.
There,
Aw.
all clean.
Great! Now I'll just write it up again. With my mouth.
Ugh. Yeah. Okay.
Feast your
That's.
This one's called A Kitchen Guard's Journey.
Is it because a kitchen guard was kind of just walking around and then, hey, that's it?
And we found little chocolate hoof prints all over the carpet.
I
That
see.
took forever to clean up. But remember how cute her little face looked when we caught her?
Yeah,
Children,
she was
you
like,
can't live with them, you can't live without them. I think that's not the saying, but
Whoa,
you know
aren't
what I
so
mean.
evocative. I wasn't even going for that memory. Score!
Honestly, Twilight, I don't even want to tell you how
You know,
good you are.
it's when you know you're a great artist when you can just accept anything that a consumer will think about when they look at your piece.
The Foles are counting on us. And the BAE would never throw in the towel like that.
B-A-E?
Best and ever. Besides,
Nah,
this
of course you
errand is gonna be
abbreviate it.
different.
Well, How do you figure that?
Because Flurry can play with the Cake Twins and stay out of trouble.
Oh, that's not a like a trio that won't destroy everything. Hey, Pinky, what's up? Anyone else find it weird that Flurry Heart has like pure like eyes and those two still kind of just have dots? Is that like a thing that I need to look at? No? Alright. This is my first time pointing it out. I'll just, you
I
know.
need to pick up the cupcakes for the folds at the hospital, and can you do apology treats?
I'm good. Here they are. Of course I can.
Do you still have a giant file of every pony's favorite treat?
In my secret party planning cave.
Sorry, oh, who are you talking to?
Remind me to tell you later how amazing you are.
Oh, you don't need to. I already know you know.
Pretty awesome. Cherry oatmeal cookies with yellow sprinkles.
Great! Can you write sorry on them?
I've got a stamp for that.
Go for it. Okay. That does look like a face of sorry. I can't. That's actually starting to bother me now that I've really noticed that with the actual other child here.
Hey, you guys. No need to fight. Hang on. I'm sure there's another one.
You gotta give it up to Flurry over there. Telling Spike to, hey, they're fighting over there. Maybe you should do something about it because you're clearly older than me. I like that.
Hold on, sweetie. We'll play in a
Shows
second.
maturity. Wait. Okay, wow, okay, breaking their stuff and now me, oh wow.
Apple strudel cupcake with caramel drizzle.
Oh yeah, she's just being really attacked right now.
Oh no.
Finally, you notice.
Making the same face Cheerilee made.
This is what happens when someone turns their back of a child.
Pinky, remind me what your favorite treat is?
The sampler platter.
We'll take 3 of those.
Aha! Told you I'd find another one.
Good on you, Spike. Hey, you tried.
Twilight?
Out of the question. We are not canceling. It's gonna be okay. It has to be okay. It's been so terrible so far that it can't possibly end up.
Sorry.
You're fine.
No, I needed it.
I was just gonna say, we're here. And we're only 4.5 minutes late.
4.5.
Come on, I've been 4.5 minutes late to work and I almost got fired. Never mind.
Was not deterred.
Yeah,
She
this is
and
bad.
her unicorn warriors marched up the hill, but suddenly they encountered.
Hey, look, the fry pony.
It was the treacherous Grogar, and Gusty could tell he was ready for battle. Gusty called out to the unicorn warriors. Ow! Not right now. Flurry.
Don't do this to me.
These schools really want to hear this.
Oh god. Oh.
We can fight Grogar together. And
Yes, you can.
shot magical beams into the clouds that wove into one. The beams, stronger than 1,000 armies, shined down. It wrapped around Grogar and pulled him to the ground. Don't let him escape, yelled Gusty.
Oh man. Okay, I know Flurry Heart's doing like a thing that's gonna be like a conflict, but I kind of care about more about one of my second favorite villains of Generation 1. Thank you very much. I did not see that coming. You guys probably saw it coming, those of you who saw this episode. Was expecting this reaction, but happy I could oblige. Oh my god, if this is like foreshadowing.
Fear gave him power, and he broke through the bonds.
Oh man, they know me. They know me so well.
Oh, so good, right?
Twilight, look up!
Spike, you're floating. You're floating!
Yes.
So are you!
Remember, Demigod here. Oh yeah, Whammy. She's looking for Whammy.
Stop this! Get us down, please!
Twilight, look out!
And you know, I like how it's like a real reactionary thing. Whenever you lose something you really love, you actually do these sort of things. Not to this extreme of, you know, levitating stuff, but you know what I mean, like being really panic, lifting up everything you possibly can lift up. And she has that face of pure, where is this thing? I know I have it. Is it back at the school? Because I remember it falling there. But I also don't remember them picking it up, so.
Yeah, where's her snoozle?
Her what?
You know, her wacky, wompy thing, the snail? Where is it? They didn't say to calm her down.
Yeah.
Don't see it.
I think they're having fun.
Flurry Heart, put us all down this instant.
And the facial expressions really get to you.
Is every pony okay? Flurry, that was very, very bad. You could have hurt some ponies.
She just wants her whammy that someone didn't really pay attention to.
Flurry, I didn't mean to.
Again, it's not
Sweetie,
entirely
you
your
don't have
fault.
to be scared. It's just me. See?
Oh.
You're scared of me because I yelled at you like a big scary bear. Flurry, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I've been a
wait.
terrible aunt today.
Okay.
All you wanted to do was play, and I've barely been able to pay attention to you.
'Cause she
None
had
of
other
this is your
things.
fault. It's mine. So much for being the best aunt ever. But I hope you know how much I love you.
I mean, it's like very hard to actually put fault on anyone
Thanks,
in this
Flurry.
sense. I mean,
How
like,
about we head home?
who
After
were
we
Shining
find
Armor
your
and
Whammy, of
Caden
course.
supposed to go to for babysitting? Because, I mean, full sitting.
And clean up.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot
This
this
one
episode.
kind of reminds me of Flurry's hair.
Oh my god, leave. Just go back to your child, dang it.
And this one reminds me of Flurry too.
Oh my god.
Also,
Look, Octavia in the background hanging out.
Like her. I can't do this anymore. Spearhead, this has been great, but
say no more. My art has always spoken to me about what I love, but knowing that it spoke to you about what you love speaks to me.
What?
what?
Go to her.
Cool, I guess. But again, I'm gonna talk about that Grogar thing. Very end there. And this was a cute episode. I really enjoyed it.
Flurry, where's our little foal? Oh, we missed you so much.
But it looks like you had a great time without us.
Actually, not so much. Flurry got into some mischief. But it wasn't her fault. I shouldn't have agreed to watch her with such a
That
jam-packed
face,
schedule.
oh my god.
It was too much
It's
to
so
juggle.
creepily
But
adorable.
Flurry taught me an important lesson today. It turns out being the best aunt ever isn't about spending the most time with your niece, but spending quality time with her. And she taught me a really cool bear game. So I guess I learned two things.
Cool.
Well, we definitely should have given you more of a heads up.
Yes. From
Yeah,
now
a
on,
nice-
we'll give you plenty
Yeah,
of
call.
notice.
Would have done.
That would be great.
Really good.
Hey, what are you doing next Tuesday? For dinner, not to babysit.
I'll have to check with Spike, but I think we're free.
Cool.
Where is Spike anyway?
The dashing dragon warrior breathed a scorching
Doing
fire
a
from
great
his
job.
snout, then chuckled to himself as he flew into the sunset. If you
Yeah,
can't
you really
stand the
admire
heat,
Spike this episode.
Don't fight a dragon.
Hey, you kind of look like him.
Thank you.
Wrote it myself.
Now who wants more cake?
Good on you, Spike, for really picking up the pieces and just making it your own. Man, this episode was really good. And this episode was really, really good. All right, first thing to talk about before really getting into anything. The episode in and on itself. Say what you want about Flurry Heart. Say whatever you want about Flurry Heart. I've been part of the area of the fan base saying that Flurry Heart was kind of like a too out of left field when it comes to the inclusion of in this show. Because yeah, you can bring Discord back. You can make Twilight a princess. You can do this other sort of stuff. But having a baby Alucorn, especially from Cadence and Shining Armor, how does that work? And you're kind of like, eh. But okay, Flurry Heart as an inclusion to the rest, to the entire basis of the show is so far okay. Okay, it's not like It's not like Fairly Odd Parents in a sense, because when I used to watch Fairly Odd Parents, I used to love every single episode. And then Poof came into the picture. And when Poof came into the picture, it kind of still had its flair, and they did stuff with Poof, but then they started kind of like downgrading on certain things. Like, it was noticeable, like how you can notice the difference in quality between old SpongeBob episodes and the newer SpongeBob episodes. Same thing goes for when you move on from that and they got to the dog. And the dog in Fairly Odd Parents is like, he still put a lot of different things. So with that, with the inclusion of Flurry Heart, I do not get that. Flurry Heart actually just feels like she fits in very well, and she actually provides what most of the things that I usually see in these shows, in these episodes anyways. Adorableness, nice moral lessons, and an actual relatable character in a way. A character in general. Flurry Heart isn't some baby that just roams around and is a baby. She actually does have like a set personality for her. It's kind of hard to pinpoint what I'm trying to get at when I come to this personality, but she's not stupid, okay? She's not stupid baby headedness. She wants to play, and when she wants to play, she knows how to like communicate like the small portion with Spike saying they're fighting. You want to try to take care of that scenario? She didn't just stand there and like, oh, they're fighting, I'm gonna do nothing. It's those little small things that already let me know that she's just growing right now, and I hope to see more episodes in that. More episodes in the fact that she can become more of a thing. And if they happen to find a spell to make her turn into a teenager, I don't know, maybe. Who knows? Because if like an Animal Crossing game, was it Animal Crossing, or was it like that Rune Factory game that I was playing? There was a game that involves like, that was kind of like not Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon. It's kind of like Harvest Moon, where you have your kid, and the one character can transform your kid into a slightly older kid. If they can do that in that game, I'm pretty sure this show filled with magical ponies that can blow up mountains can probably do something of the lines too. But that's just wishful thinking. That's just me trying to see what would happen if, more time passed and we see her true personality, what she grows up to be. Whether it being like they go into the future, be a time travel, or something along the line. That's like wishful hoping. You don't even have to like acknowledge that with like a common theory or anything like that. It's just me thinking out loud. But the obvious thing I want to get into in this episode, the Grogar cameo. If you have been watching my channel, especially from Do You Want to Build a Brony to Do You Want to Build a Universe, you would know that I am a Gen 1 veteran here. I am a guy who has watched Gen 1. The only villain that has slipped through the cracks of my Gen 1 watching days was Tyrek. And when I knew that Tyrek then came into My Little Pony Generation 4, is like so many more possibilities, and what they did with Tyrek was amazing. I think to this day, the season 4 finale is my favorite finale, on the account that it's so out of left field of what they thought they did. The actual general things that they want to do and via lessons actually work in that sense, and a lot of other things. But the Grogar thing, I was hoping to see Grogar. I was hoping to see like Laban, all these other Gen 1 villains come into MLP, whether it be for a single episode in between, like what they did with one of my actual literal favorite villain, the Smooths. That's pretty much what I was expecting. And since they are bringing Gen 1 villains and bring them into Generation 4 and putting a spin on them in 2, because they changed up the entire like motive for Tyrek, but they still kept his like background and also the people that he's known and also was affiliated with. I forgot the name of the guy, but they had him in that actual episode, at least mentioned via flashback. And the Smooths was great. They still kept his overall what he was meant to do, except kind of, sort of, not really. But you know, I mean, the more shiny things he eat, the bigger he got, and the more uncontrollable he can get with that. The only person who could pretty much beat him at that time was Discord because of his reality warping abilities and his epicness. As for Grogar is a guy, I can't really explain him very well, especially, if you want to know about Grogar, it's better just watch the special that was with Grogar instead of just listening to me, because all I can tell you that he could ponies could teleport almost a lot of ponies could teleport in Generation 1, and when they teleported, Grogar trapped them from in between the teleporting things into like I think it's cave, and he had disciples. They had the disciples, and those disciples then turned on him. And I believe in Generation 1 he died. Like he was like wiped off the face of the map in that way, and he wasn't coming back. As for this, I like how that little cameo as she's reading a book is like Grogar. It's like, yes, oh my god, they know he exists at least. So I don't know if they're gonna take the route of, okay, it's just like a little fairy tale book, but as we all know from the first 2 episodes of the series, old ponytails kind of happen very often to be true. So I don't know if that's just supposed to be like a hype up for me, or it's just like that's the only thing we're gonna get from Grogar, just like he's part of a children's book. Look at that. She's okay. I can accept that. But as a Generation 1 dude, and for a guy who really likes Grogar, he was my second favorite villain of that time. T-Rex would have been second if I knew who he was back then, but since he was my second favorite villain, I want to see him show up. I want to see what they do with him, because I've seen some fan art of Grogar, and it is amazing. Like, his overall design looks just about as threatening as T-Rex does, and I think it will be a good like a good main villain for like a season opener or season ending, or for people who are hoping for like more epic things in between those two things and having more casual outros and casual intros. I still just want to see the formula of a big bad villain be in forms of Grogar, because we are gonna get at least one last hoorah with Queen Chrysalis until she either gets conformed to the good side or is actually wiped out for good. Who knows? And they need more like well-standing villains like that. I want another villain that is more, you know, out there, you know, multi-layered, kind of like how Starlight was in season 5. Is it season 5? Or season 6? No, season 5. She was converted at the end of it, and then season 6 was her entire thing, and then she said, "Yeah, got it. Yeah, I'm starting to get the groundworks on this." But that's basically all I gotta say about that. I love this episode. It's actually right now one of my favorite episodes of this season because of how much stuff they put into it, and not just because there was Grogar. Okay, maybe Grogar brought up like, you know, very high in the aspect just because I am a huge fanboy in that sense. But to end things off like that, this was a great episode. All right, and I hope you guys are enjoying these reactions as much as the next guy. And I'm gonna bring up the elephant in the room for people who, you know, are dedicated to watch my videos all the way up to the end. The fan, if you're hearing that sound in the background, that is my computer showing itself being extremely old. I had this computer for 3, maybe 4 years or something like that, and it's really showing off that it's really old. I do not have enough money. I'm not starting a Patreon. I'm not starting these things that help you guys give me money. So, let you guys know, from the money I'm getting from YouTube and the job that's currently very far away for some reason. They saying it's gonna start up this time, it's gonna start up then, it's gonna start up there, it's gonna start up over K. For me, the job that I got is supposed to be starting up in the next 4 days. So with the amount of money that I get from that, and hopefully things go out, I can get a new computer that doesn't do this stuff, or I can do the thing I really don't want to do, and that's order a camera over at the school, walk all the way down here with that camera, and thus have it so that the fan won't even be picked up via the camera, and actually have HD videos. Wouldn't that be something? But that will require effort and work, which are two things that I kind of want to avoid unless I really need to. So the work part is actually coming soon, because I need money in this building, and right now that's not happening. So, yeah, this is Do You Want to Be a Universe. I'll see you guys next week. Oh, well, for My Little Pony, I'm gonna get into the Samurai Jack episode when that comes out this Sunday, which I think I'm posting this out on Sunday. I'm watching this on Saturday. And yeah, just see you guys next time. Bye.